Well, what's up, everybody? Jason over at Adventure Ready Off Grid on the on-grid property. So you get the idea here. We didn't get as far as I'd like to today. I just want to kind of lay out the basic framing, but we're just gonna go 2x4s all the way down. Crazy enough, that's the cheapest way to build this right now with all the material costs. So cattle fencing is expensive. Chicken wire, you know, cheaper, but not the look we want or the containment we want. And doing like dog-eared fence posts for only a 3-foot tall fence, we're gonna waste a lot of material, and those are like $4 or $5, sometimes $6 a piece right now. So 2x4s, luckily these Douglas firs, the cheapies, are down to like $284, $350 thereabouts. When I picked them the other day, they fluctuate, but it's going to be a lot of them. But it'll probably be another $120 in wood, most likely $150 in wood from what I already had on top of that to finish this up. So it'll be slats, 2x4s, 2x4s, 2x4s. You're about 6 foot apart. The posts, it'll go all the way down. We'll have a little 4-foot wide barn style, cattle style, horse style fence right here between these two. That's why that has a lot of overhang right now, because I don't have the exact measurements. I didn't pick the fence up yet, and I didn't really time my project very well with the whole Christmas thing going on, since tomorrow everything will probably be shut down. But yeah, this will give us about 30 some odd feet by about 15 foot, 12, 13 or 14, 15 feet of space, 612, now about 13 foot of space. This will all be pea gravel right in here. We'll put some stones in here for walking on, put some seats out here, maybe a little outdoor seating area, put our barbecue back here. Like I said, just something to separate us from the goats. We love the goats, but they are manure making machines, so it's just everywhere. We'll get rid of this walkway here. I'll make a little deck that's from here to about there, and probably about 12 feet. So it's about 5 feet out by about 10 foot wide, maybe, for a little platform. Maybe put the grill up there so it's closer to the kitchen. But yeah, it's making it more usable out here, and a little bit goat poop friendly. So that's one side. And like I said, we still got 2x4s to go. I got about 10 more 2x4s in there, just running out of daylight and time. Had some measurement issues I had to redo. And then over here, I got to get rid of this tree stump, because it happens to be right at the corner post where I need to put one of my pillars. So that pillar right there will go literally at the base of the tree. And I would have loved to incorporate the tree into the fence, but it wasn't going to happen with the way it was all bent up. So anyway, so tomorrow, when everyone's opening Christmas gifts, I'll be out here opening a can of whoop ass on these posts right here, this tree right here. I did buy myself a new chainsaw blade, so I guess that's an early Christmas present. But I'll chainsaw this thing down. I hate to get rid of a tree, but this was right in the way. And then, yeah, this will have a nice 30 by 13-ish enclosed little patio deck area with pea gravel, concrete pad. We're gonna go right over top of that concrete pad of pea gravel all the way out to the edges, just to keep you know, the dirt and stuff down, so when the dogs have to pee or something, they don't have to go all the way out into the yard, and keep the goats in their area. I'm gonna fence them in with some of these posts as well. I still got a ways to go in the goat barn. So we're gonna do an overhang still right here, a little deck for them to sit on, because they really like to sit there. That's not gonna be permanent. I just haven't cleaned that thing yet. I picked it up used, and it's got some diesel smell in there. So anyway, build a overhang off this that goes out to contain some of this area right here, and then basically be able to store some of the alfalfa and hay and stuff for the goats when they're not using it. But they've been using their house, they've been liking it, so we'll contain this area, probably give them about 5 feet on this side. Boom, there'll be some posts right there. Boom, right there, and just kind of enclose them in, so at nighttime they know where to go. And if any animals get in the yard, they can't attack the goats. Like I said, that'll go in my shop once I clean it out. I have a little one I'm gonna hopefully use for one of my vans. The same as that, but just a brand new, smaller, rigid one to lock stuff up. But, and this house is, this is eventually a rental. Like I said, there's a little 1980s Fleetwood mobile we picked up on our on-grid property. I have siding that's gonna go over this whole thing, just like we're gonna do in the tiny house, or basically the exact same thing I have here. So this house will have the exact same siding that this little goat barn has, all the way down, and then obviously we'll do trim. So we'll be swapping all that out, but I'm not going to start anything until the peak of summer. So I mean, not the peak of summer, but the start of summer, the second that sun pops out. And we'll basically do siding down the entire exterior on the back, take the trim off, either replace the trim or reuse the trim, but we'll paint the trim. The house will probably be gray. The trim's going to be black or a darker gray with black trim. I'm going to do burnt wood on the edges, We won't have trim like this Neapolitan ice cream thing they got going here. It'll just be all one solid color. Trim will be a separate color. Sorry, the skirting, and then the trim will probably match the skirting. White windows, so we'll probably maybe do white around the windows. I'm not sure. I don't want to paint vinyl windows, so everything will be vinyl windows. I'd love to put a roof on this thing. That's going to be a project probably for down the road. It's not a concern. The roof's in good shape. It holds out fine. If anything, I'll just recoat it once we get this thing completely redone on the outside. But yeah, once it's on the outside, it's going to look like a little cottage. That door will be replaced. That one's already been replaced. That window's been replaced. That window will be the same size as this one. That one will be. That one will be probably that wide, but a little taller. Like the other ones, 40. These are 36, and I'm putting 48s, I think, in all these. So that's like a 48 by 48, or maybe a 36 by 36. Maybe I'm off on the measurements. That might be, yeah, 3 foot by 3 foot probably. But I'll match that to that, and then this will be wider but the same height. And then the door stays. That's a new door. Put a brand new light on here. It'll be nice. So it's amazing what you could do with, you know, probably about 25K total invested in a little cheap property. But it'll look nice when it's all done. And like I said, the plan is to turn it into a rental, and I don't want to rent something out to someone that I don't want to live in. So I'll make it nice and then rent it out when it's nice for them. So the end here, I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. Well, I mean, I'll do paneling, obviously. It's kind of weird to shoot out extra, I guess. Yeah, I'll just panel to that, panel the front, and call it a day. Like I said, I'd love to put a roof on this thing. Just go, you know, from here and go up about 4 feet, and then do a standard style, you know, normal house, cabin, cottage, whatever, conventional house roof on this thing with metal. Make it look nicer. That's definitely a plan in the future. I mean, we're not getting rid of this thing anytime soon. So then dog-eared fence around the whole yard. We've gotten that done, the fence, that done, and we're going to go down this entire section here all the way to the back with dog-eared fence, all the way across the back. So this thing, whole thing will have a dog-eared fence, you know, within the next year or so, the way it's looking. But yeah, my helpers gave up. They found the most tasty weeds. So wherever I'm working, that's where they end up eating. So my little wood cutting area is right here. And evidently, this is where the best weeds in the entire planet are, according to Pearl and Fiona. Fiona wasn't getting along with Apollo, really. They had a little brawl, so she had her fur all standing up on end for some reason, so they weren't getting along today. I'm not sure what the deal was there, but it was pretty funny. But we couldn't figure out what was going on. Anyway, so tomorrow's going to be add some more planks into this thing. Cement these. I don't know what I was saying earlier, I didn't cement these ahead of time. It's still really moist in there. I mean, I got frost in here. I dug it out a little bit more, so it's a little bit more powdery, but it's still pretty moist, and I'm not a concrete specialist. I mean, I don't even need concrete. I could probably just pack this with dirt, with how much weight's going to be on these fence posts, and the fact they have little slits. They're not going to catch too much wind, even at like 60-mile-an-hour winds through here. But I'm going to concrete them in. I just like to do things to that next level, I guess. So at least concrete. Yeah, we'll concrete them all. Concrete. Tomorrow, if it dries out enough, add about 8 more planks from the wood I have here, maybe 10 more planks, and then work on getting rid of this tree and digging these a little bit deeper. Like I said, we'll have a nice enclosed little patio area to get away from the goats, to pump some iron, because you always got to pump iron on your little tiny on-grid property. Fitness is important. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. This is video 2. It probably will be 4 videos. I'll do a 3rd one tomorrow, and then I'll do a finished one. I'll do a finished one. Actually, yeah, probably about 4 videos. I'll do a final one when I have the pea gravel in here and you see the whole layout, barbecue back here, and it'll all make sense at that point in time. Right on, guys. Have a good Christmas, and hope you get to spend some time with the family. We're staying out here. We didn't go down to visit our California family because we're all still kind of coming over a cold, and we didn't want to go down there and contaminate everyone, which kind of sucks. We're looking forward to seeing everyone, but that's just how it goes. And can't plan around all the holidays and not be sick. Actually, the holidays are usually what gets us all sick. Shaking hands, kissing babies, and eating tons of good food, but that's how it goes. Right on, guys. Stay safe.